Let's talk about the zone of genius. It sounds cool, huh? But what is it exactly? I think a lot of people are mistaken. They mistake their zone of genius with their zone of excellence. Your zone of genius is not only something you do well, something you've learned. I truly believe that your zone of genius is a direct connection to your soul. And if me saying soul uh makes you feel, I don't know, weird, maybe you're not watching the right video because I'm gonna talk about those topics a lot. Um, I feel like our core needs, it's what our soul is craving for. So let's say you have a need for connection with nature. It's not something logical. So for me, I discovered that I had a deep connection with nature by accident because I was born in a city and I didn't know anything else than the city. And I would go on vacations at my uncle's house, and I felt always really, really good. Even my I don't know, the way I was digesting food was different. It felt better. So anyway, long story short, I discovered a lot of my core needs, and I realized that my core needs didn't change over time. It's just the expression of my needs that changed. So let's say I have a need for I would say like nowadays I say yes, me, I have a need for, I would say, like just observing, contemplation. So I have a need for contemplation. And when I was living in a city, I would just sit at a bar, at a cafe. I would have a beer or something else. I wasn't drinking tea at the time, mostly like beer or not even coffee. And I would just stare, look at people, and enjoy it. And I don't know, it could sound weird, actually. Like maybe like a shady guy looking at, like people, watching at people. No, no, it was just this need. And when I started to travel in nature with my motorcycle, I realized how deep this need was because I could just contemplate nature for hours and just feel good. And I felt this sense of inner peace that I wouldn't get any other way. And I was not meditating at the time either. So I felt this need for contemplation. So I think and I feel that your core needs do not change. It's just that the expression of those needs change over time. So yes, the expression of my need for contemplation when I was living in a city and now that I live in Portugal by the ocean has completely changed, but the core need is the same. So it's from the external world to your inner world, to your soul, um, with the vehicle of your body, because that's your body that is the interface. And what I realize is that your zone of genius is the opposite. Is your inner world, your soul, expressing itself with the vehicle of your body to the outer world. So this is why when people refer like what they do or they say, well, what I do well is my zone of genius. I'm like, maybe, but maybe not. And most often than not, I realize that they talk about their zone of I would say excellence. Yeah. But your zone of genius is something else, my friends. Something else. It's when you do it, it gives you energy. So it's like you're tapping into a source of like an infinite source of energy. And I swear, like sometimes I was so tired and I have to go live and I talk about something I'm passionate and I love teaching people. I absolutely love teaching people. And when I start, I feel like I have so much energy and I can go on and on and on and on. And if I was not in my zone of genius, I would have been so tired. Sometimes I went on long rants, like 3 hours long, nonstop, and people are hooked. They're hooked. Why? Because their soul their whole body can feel it, can feel the level of energy that is involved in what you're saying and what you're doing. This is why we can feel when a singer when they're in their zone of genius, because it's their soul, um, with the help of their body, be it like vocal cord or something else or instrument. It's the expression of their soul. This is why music has there's something very unique to our body and to our soul, because it will go from soul to soul. And being in your zone of genius is not only a matter of making more money if you're in a business. It's not only a matter of being well paid if you are an employee. It's a matter of living true to yourself. And I call that deep authenticity or true authenticity. It's being connected to your soul and expressing your soul. And it's so hard. Why? Because we have so much conditioning. What should I do? What should I say? What should not I do? What should I not do? And almost everything is conditioned. Like, not because people tell us they will not love us if we do X and Y, but because this is how we feel. And we feel like our parents will not love us if we don't get good grades. Our parents will love us less if we're not that perfect, or if we're not the silent kid, or if we're not I don't know, whatever you have felt. So all of this just uh yeah, just removes us from our zone of genius. And I believe like children are naturally go naturally um in the yeah in the direction of their zone of genius. But then there's like the thinking, oh, if I do this, I will not make money, I will not be able to go to that school, and blah blah blah. So then we trap in our mind, and we don't let this message from the soul um just like come from the inside out. And you have some people there like amazing at something, and then they have a regular job where they don't have as much fun. But when you're in your zone of genius, what you realize is you become magnetic. You become magnetic to people. You have so much energy, so you tap into an infinite source of energy, like I was saying. And it's and this. I mean, you have to feel it to understand it. But this is how I can describe it: like tapping into an infinite source of energy. You will do things with ease, and this is how you realize it's not only like, okay, I can enjoy it. No, you enjoy it, you do it with ease, with so much ease that most of you guys will think, I cannot be paid to do that. There's no way on earth people will pay me to do that, because it requires no efforts. And we tie money and wealth creation with effort. So it's like, if I'm not making enough efforts, maybe there's no value. And value and efforts, I learned to decorrelate them, because it's not how much you do, it's who you are when you do it that matters the most. And if you don't get that, you will always be trapped into doing things with force instead of power. And those are totally different energies. Power is more like a feminine energy, it's tapping into your creative po- um, power. And force is more a masculine energy. It's like you have resistance and you go against the resistance. So it's gonna make you tired. But I'm not saying that being in a masculine energy is a problem. Far from it, because feminine energy will thrive in a masculine container. And the way I can explain that is um I used to be a dancer for many years. So dancing, it's like having a structure, understanding the structure of music, your physical structure, and some rules and some steps. This is the structure. So it's the masculine side. But then it's also about being creative, about being able to just feel the music, about to just be a container, I would say, for the music. And anyway, I don't know how to say it. I'm a little bit tired, but yeah, it's just like feminine energy in a masculine container. This is the best thing. This is why, and I can give you an example. This is why, if you're a woman, and if you're a man, like, just listen to it as well. But if you're a woman and you're with a man who's not in his masculine energy at all, you will just end up overcompensating by being the masculine force, which will lead you to exhaustion, to burnout, to being mentally, physically tired, because you have to be the masculine energy as well. And you will not be able to lay and just surrender to your feminine energy, because there will always be this calling to do more, to do things. Yeah, if I don't do it, it will not be done. If it's not done, then my life will suck, or we will not get this or that. So this is where it's so crucial to understand the dynamics of energy, so you can be in the right place for you. And no matter who we are, male or female, we have masculine and feminine energy, and they have to be well balanced. And balance does not mean equal. Absolutely not. This is the main issue with men and women these days. They want to be equal. Equality is not equity. Equity is way better, because there are things, let's say, we have to I have to lift something. As a male, as a man, stronger than most women, right? So it's fair if I lift more, but equality would mean men, women just lift the same thing, and we will judge you based on how much you lifted, which would be totally unfair. So people think they're gonna get a world that is fair by going to towards equality, but it creates a world that is unfair, because you will never thrive in a world that is not made for you. And the world as it is has been built by men for men in many areas. So do not do not ask for equality, ask for equity. Anyway, um back to the topic. Yeah, I strongly believe that your zone of genius is the expression of your soul. So if it's the expression of your soul, you might feel a calling, and the fears you feel, the misalignment you witness, is a mere reflection of the path you need to work on. It's showing you, well, you're not there yet. This is why you experience fear. You're not at the right place. This is why you feel misaligned. And it's just like cues that you have to kind of read and get, so you can walk your path. And I've walked the path to my zone towards my zone of genius. And zone means you have many aspects in your zone of genius. So I know a lot of them, and I never cease to be amazed of how much I can still discover pieces in my zone of genius, or extend my zone of genius, which is the exciting part. So what I want to do in this on this channel is talk about it. And to reach your zone of genius, there are so many things. Like I was talking about the conditioning, but there are also like wounds. We have wounds, things that traumatized us when we were younger. We have so many lies we tell ourselves, and we have to go through that path of true and deep authenticity, so we can discover truly who we are, what we're made of. And there's also like a level of authorization that is required, because if you fear that you will gonna be judged, there are so many things you will not be doing. The understanding of energetics, like our own energetic, um, I would say, behaviors, and what works for us, what does not work for us. So I love to use human design for that. So it's all those things that it's, and I will say that because so many people will be trapped in a narrative saying, I will not be able to do X if I don't have Y. And frankly, I think the self-help space, therapy traps people in rumination because they're like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm not abundant yet. I have the wrong energy. I still need to heal this, to heal that. It's not a matter of doing that. Yes, you should do it at a certain point, but if you only focus on that, you will only focus on what you don't have, which is counterproductive, because what you want ultimately is to feel whole, right? So this is a journey of self-love as well, a journey of congruence, because once you realize that you're made of something, then you will be challenged to keep it and to stay aligned. So yes, a journey of congruence, a journey of sovereignty, and I call that radical sovereignty. So I practice radical sovereignty. How can I be sovereign in the way I make money, the way I raise my kids, the place I live, the amount of sun I get, the what I eat? So I, if you're not sovereign, the authenticity will be more your feminine energy, like diving into who you are and finding this alignment. But your, I would say, radical sovereignty is how you defend your temple. So once you realize, okay, I have a temple and the temple is me, now you have to defend it against those who will attack your temple, the outside world, which could be friends who will tell you, no, you should not do this. No, this is not you. Family who will say, oh, you became weird, or you've changed, blah blah blah. External world and inner world, because you will have your inner chatter, your monkey mind who will tell you, no, no, don't do that. You will die. People will reject you, which is fear of dying. It's survival mode, and we all have it. We all have this reptilian brain, you know, trying to save us from a threat which most of the time does not exist, and we get trapped. So yeah, this is a journey, my friends. This is a journey, and you are the hero of your journey. You are definitely the hero of your journey, and this is what I want to do here. I want to show you how you can be the hero of that journey, and I want to be your guide, your tour guide. So I'm in Dubai right now, and so I have some friends, some people who know Dubai, and they just showed me like some places, or told me, yeah, I should go here or there. But you can miss the best spots if you don't have a guide, and you can think you're at the final destination while you're still right in the beginning if you don't have a guide. So yeah, my my intention on this, whatever you call it, like YouTube channel, group, whatever, wherever this video is to be a guide. But always remember that you are the hero. You are the hero. And the world is only a mirror. You do not, oh, there's a send. So the world is a mirror. You do not change the reflect on the mirror by changing the reflect on the mirror. You change the reflect on the mirror by changing what's reflected. So change yourself first. And what is a dichotomy, a, or paradox? It's you are whole and you need to change. And it's not one either or. It's like, oh, if I'm whole, I don't need to change, because it's dynamic. So yes, you whole, and yes, you have to change to get closer to who you truly are, because you could be trapped in a life where you're only the expression of your limits, of a tiny portion of who you think you are. And some people think they're alive, and this is a topic I will touch on another video, I guess. Some people think they're aligned because they're like, oh, here is my identity. Then I do things that are congruent with my identity. Then I get what is congruent with my identity. So someone could do like a job where they're totally misaligned, but they think it's who they are. Then they do actions that are aligned with that version of them, and they get results. So they can make money. You can make money out of misalignment. There's no problem. But money is not only a matter of quantity; it's also a matter of quality. So which quality of money you're creating? Is it the money of frustration, the money of boredom, the money of loneliness? And I've seen so many people who are like rich beyond measure or beyond imagination, but they feel so lonely. So they got the quantity, but they didn't get the quality of the money, and they didn't really have an intention. And it came, you can create money out of fear, survival, out of conditioning. Like I need to have money to be loved, but it will never solve your love problems. And if you create money from your true, you know, authentic self, it will create another type of money. So yeah, those are the topics I love talking about. And when you apply that to business, it makes it so much more powerful. And of course, on this channel, I will also talk about money and business and sales and marketing, but how you do marketing in your zone of genius in alignment, how you do, like sales in alignment, how you, because yeah, in the end, you don't want to just get money, you want to enjoy the way you get it. So let me know what you think. And if you want to dive deeper into this concept of zone of genius, because frankly, I see a few people talking about it, but no one talks about it the way or view it the way I view it. And I think it's freaking deep. It's freaking deep. It changed my life to operate from my zone of genius and to defend my zone of genius and operate from my zone of genius. So this is what I wish you. I wish you to be the hero of your journey, and may you find a guide in me who can humbly help you. Talk to you soon.